video. I hope that you guys are doing well, and I hope that everybody is staying safe. So today, you guys, I'm not going to be on the live for too long. First off, I just wanted to say thank you guys for all of your support. Thank you for those of you that leave likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, and all that good stuff. Got my mask. Y'all know how I be on live. But anyway, you guys, I do want to just touch on something briefly here. I got this a comment on the live that I did on my Instagram, and the person was just saying about how, I think, the person was dealing with a lot emotionally, and they were with the narcissist at the time, and they was kind of looking for some comfort, kind of looking for some support, looking for, the empathy, the sympathy, looking for just that validation, the confirmation, which we all know the narcissist never can do. We know that the narcissist doesn't care about us, or we soon come to realize that the narcissist does not care about us. They don't have our best interests. They kind of see us as, something to be used, abused, and taken advantage of. They see us as an object, right? But the person was just talking about how, they pretty much was looking for the narcissist for comfort, and they realized that the narcissist started to laugh at their pain. I think the person was saying that they started crying, they was going through a difficult time, and they needed that support, they needed that, that just like I said, validation, that confirmation. They needed someone to comfort them, to console them, to nurture them, to be there for them. And a narcissist was just not. They're incapable of empathy, they're incapable of sympathy. They don't know how to love, they don't know how to be emotional. They can't open up, they can't really connect with the person emotionally. Now, we understand that they can fake this, right? They're great actors, we all know that, right? Or if you don't know, this is something to be mindful of. Yes, the narcissist is a really good actor. And that I could tell you guys this, that the narc that I was dealing with, he literally told me that he would people watch, and I know too, like when I used to hang out with the narc that I was dealing with, I was dating for a while. Him and I, we would watch a lot of movies, like a lot of romantic movies at the time. And I think, they study those type of movies. They study, how people are in relationships and how to deal with certain people, in certain situations and things of that nature. My bad, you guys. Hold on. Let me grab a drink of water because I feel like I'm gonna need some. Hold on. And I'm doing this live on my phone, so just bear with me, you guys. Lord, I'm trying to get some water. Lord. Hold on, guys. 1 second. So yeah, you guys, I'm back. So yeah, this is just something to be mindful of when it comes to dealing with the narcissist. It's kind of sad too, because again, when we're with people, like I said, it doesn't even have to be romantic. It could even be a family member. It could be an associate, and stuff like that. We're looking for, again, that support. We're looking for that comfort. We're looking for, that comfortability. We're looking to be just really, again, just, feel like, like they're with us. They have our best interests at heart. They got our backs. We can count on them. We can rely on them. We can depend on them. And, a lot of us, we do come to that conclusion that, that is not something that the narcissist is capable of. And if they do, if we're able to depend on them in some way, we all know that there's strings attached. It's usually because if we're depending on them, it's, really for manipulation, so that way they can control us. They'd be able to have power in our lives. They can kind of make decisions for us, so it's kind of more so like the narcissist is never doing anything from the kindness of their heart. There's always, with strings attached, right? And so, but yeah, the person, that was on the live, they was just basically saying they saw that, the narcissist was laughing at them when they was crying. The narcissist got off on when they was upset. The narcissist, likes it when they have negative reactions, negative emotions. And thank y'all for the like. I appreciate y'all. Make sure that y'all give this video a like. If you come in the room, don't be shy. Say hi. Introduce yourself. Let me know where you're from. And if you guys are in a relationship with a narcissist, I would love to know your experience. Please feel free to share. And so yeah, and then also you guys make sure that you do sign up for my email list. So that way you guys don't miss any notifications or any events that's going on. But anyway, the other thing though, that I wanted to mention is like my experience dealing with how my aunt got off on, how I was feeling upset at the time many years ago. I will never forget this, you guys. I know I shared this story before, when it was a point where I had moved out of my aunt's house. I was really more so establishing my independence, establishing my ability to be able to take care of myself and do for myself and be self-sufficient without having to be dependent on my aunt, which that's everyone's right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the time I had been living with my aunt for about 5 years, and so I anybody would want to be like, oh, okay, let me go get my own place. Now, you may have other people that are comfortable. Maybe they want to live with their parents for a while, or maybe they had to move back in for some reason, or maybe they just want to save money. Hey, to each his own, do you, right? Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel comfortable. But me, I said, hey, you know what? Let me try to see. Let me get my own place. Let me be independent. Let me learn how to be self-reliant. And so but yeah, I'll never forget this, you guys. My aunt was trying to still see if she can control over me, right? She wanted to see if she can control me using her finances. She also wanted to feel like as if I needed her. So I think this was, excuse me, this was around her birthday, actually. This was the last time that I actually had saw her, which was in December 2014. And that's when I went no contact with her. I would say to December 2014, early 2015. And so it was at a point where she was trying to test me to see if, because her tradition was, she would buy me something for Christmas. It was always cool. It wasn't a big deal. But like I said, once I found out that she was a narcissist, then that's when things changed. But anyway, so she had invited me to go out to the mall, and she was pretending like she wanted to buy me something for Christmas, but all the while, she was putting me down the whole time. She was asking, the place where I was living at. She's like, oh, well, why are you paying that much for rent? She was putting that down. She was kind of belittling me as far as like what I was trying to do with my life. I was still trying to figure things out. At the time I was like 23, 24. No one has everything figured out. You get what I'm saying? And even now, like, people still are like learning and growing. No one knows all the answers. No one has everything figured out. Even people that are a lot older, no one knows. You get me? And so with that, it was more like, the plans that I had, like I said, it's not that I knew everything, but I was like, just sharing with her different things that I wanted to do for myself. And she's automatically like, oh no, putting it down. Like, no, I don't think you should do that. That's not a good idea. Just really trying to make me feel bad, really trying to break, I guess, my spirit, and really just trying to make me upset, like for literally no reason. You get me? And so, yeah, and I will never forget this, you guys. So, it got to a point where she raised her voice, and we had gotten into an argument. And she was like, oh, well, Joy, I'm just doing this because I want to make sure that, I see you as my daughter. And, I told, my grandma at the time, she ended up passing away in 2007. But she was like, I told my mom, grandma, that, I want to make sure you graduate from high school. I want to make sure you graduate from college and stuff like that. And if you come in the room, please feel free to chime in if you have any thoughts on this topic. But yes, and if you guys have ever experienced this, or someone else that has experienced this. But yeah, and so she was telling me that, and then she also said that yeah, she sees me as a second daughter. That's why she said she was so hard on me. And she wanted to make sure that I graduate from high school, that I graduated from college, and this and that. And I was like, okay, I understand. So long story short, we're doing all this. We haven't even gotten to the mall, you guys. We had gotten into it before we went inside the mall. And so I ended up telling her, and you guys, I had never done this in my life. Whenever I was like hanging out with my aunt, or, just being around her, I ended up saying, like, I was like, you know what, I want to go back home. Like, I don't want to go to the mall. You don't need to buy me anything for Christmas. And I guess she felt kind of bad about it. She was like, oh, don't worry about it. Let's just go inside. And I'm like, okay. And so mind you, we go inside the mall, and and I actually talk about this in my book too. Make sure that you do get your copy, because it's very inspirational, very heartfelt, very pure. But the thing is that she told me, she was like, hey, Joy, you know what? I feel that I didn't live my life to the best of my ability. She told me she feels like she got married too young. I think she got married at age 22. She says that she felt that she had kids too young. I think she had her kids at age 23 or 22, but had two of her kids by the age of 24, 25 or something like that. And she just said that she saw that I had a lot of potential, and stuff like that. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, I get that, but what does this have to do with me? You get what I'm saying? And all the while, like, now that I look back, I realized like the time that I was living with her, she was like bullying me, being very passive aggressive, being very condescending. You get what I'm saying? And so, that really has nothing to do with me, and that's not something that you should, you know, um, uh like push that on or project that onto me. I'm innocent here, you get me? And so I had to deal with that. And so nonetheless, anyways, you guys, so I remember, I'll never forget this. I went into Bath and Body Works, and then I also went to like this other little shop. I think it was like a historic shop or whatever I went to. And I didn't end up getting anything, and I think my aunt was trying to see if I was going to ask her to get me something for Christmas, because like I said, that was her tradition. She would do that for me every year. And even one year, you guys, my aunt ended up making me a cake, which again, that was nice, but that was before I knew who she was, you get me? And I think she had did that for me on my 19th birthday, right? So anyways, so yeah, at the end I decided that I wasn't gonna get anything, and we ended up walking out. And I just remember I felt so bad, to the point where I was really upset, almost like in tears, and because I was thinking like, well, what the heck did I do? Like, why did she treat me that way? And I felt like that was something that I didn't deserve. You get what I'm saying? And so I'll never forget this, you guys. So and I told her, like, how the way that in which she treated me, I said I just felt like it wasn't right, and I felt like it was very uncalled for. And her response was, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. Now, for those of you that don't know, because narcissists are very emotionally detached and very like, they really don't care. Like, it's really true. Like, they literally can care less about you. And so that was her response. And then I remember, as she was bringing me back home, I remember the look that I saw on her face. It was like a look of like she felt fulfilled and very like pleased with herself, the fact that she can make me upset. You get me? And I think even in that point in time, that's when I started to learn emotional control and learning how to control myself, and things of that nature. But and like I said, I do talk about that a lot in my book, because you guys know that there's always people out there trying to trigger you, trying to get you upset. So it's very crucial to be able to be in control of yourself. Not try to control people, but control yourself. You get me? So, but anyway, yes, you guys, unfortunately, you may have to learn to expect less from the narcissist, and really expect less from people, period. Like, but more so expect more for yourself, and expect a lot from God. You get me? So I hope that made sense, you guys. I didn't want to drag this on for too long. I don't know if anybody left a chat in here, but anyways, you guys, I hope that this was helpful. Please be sure to let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Have you guys dealt with this, where you feel like the narcissist was laughing at your pain? They got off on when you were crying. They got off on when you were depressed, or maybe they got off on you when you were going through a difficult time, or maybe they got off on you when you was like at your worst, or maybe they kicked you while you were down, or they tried to keep you down, or they didn't want to see you get back up on your feet, or they didn't want to see you heal. They didn't want to see you recover from a relationship. Like, even I ever can tell you guys this, because even the male narc that I was dealing with at the time, I know when I was going through a difficult time, he was kind of, it sounded like in his voice, he was happy to hear that. The narcissists love it when you're not doing, I guess, at your best. They hate that. They want to see you suffer. They want to see you down and out. And normal people can be like this too. Normal people can have, I don't know, just the way that they feel about themselves, they project that onto other people. You get what I'm saying? So you want to be mindful of that. But also, yeah, and then too, I remember I had told my aunt about the male narc. Like I said, I didn't know that she was a narc, but at the time, it's just more so like, when I told her what I was dealing with and how, heartbroken I was at the time, it's again, it like there was no really response to it. It was like she didn't even hear me. She didn't care. She, like I said, she was happy that I was dealing with that back in 2014. So, you just want to be mindful, and maybe this can help you to kind of detach from your narc, and, to expect less from them. And if you don't know that you're dealing with a narc, that's a whole nother thing too. You know, you just got to learn how to really be in control of yourself emotionally and never allow anyone to take your power, you know. So maybe we had to do a part 2 to this live, but I hope that this made sense, you guys. I would love to know what was your takeaway, what you gained, or, you know, something that you can use in your life and all that good stuff. Maybe you can share with someone that's dealing with narc abuse. So anyway, you guys, I love you. I'm glad to be back on the live. I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, you guys leave topics, different topics of things that you want to learn. So that way, not only are we helping you, but we're helping other people that may not be, you know, maybe they don't want to share. They don't want to like ask the question because they feel bad about it or whatever. You know, and just so you know, you guys, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to get support. It's okay to talk to someone about what you're dealing with. Like, don't ever feel ashamed. Don't ever feel embarrassed to speak up on what you've gone through, because again, your story can probably save somebody else's life. So anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you all. If you guys want to reach out to me one-on-one, you like a support session, or if you'd like to inquire about any of my books, they are available on Amazon, or you can go to my website, or you can send me an email at livenarcfree9@gmail.com. I would love to support you. Also, you guys, I want to come out with another course. Please let me know. I'm also going to post this in the community tab. Some things that you guys want to learn about, so that way, like I said, we can all help each other heal. We can all empower each other, motivate and inspire each other, and just love on one another, you know, and heal each other, because there's a lot of pain, you guys. And I feel it every day. It hurts my heart. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, people are just really like just hurting and suffering and just dealing with so much and carrying so much weight on their shoulder, and they just don't know how to let it go. So let's try to improve that, right, going into the rest of the year and to the next year. And also, you guys, make sure that you do visit my website. I do have a blog on there and a newsletter, and also, like I said, make sure that you do subscribe to my email list, so that way you get notified on different things coming up. And then, as I said, I do have some new products coming out, some self-care products I think you guys would really like. So make sure that you do stay tuned to that. I'm actually trying them out myself now, so I can let you guys know how they go. And like I said, let you get it available to you all. So anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.